Okay, final game that we're going to talk about here on Championship Week is the Big Ten Championship between Purdue and Michigan. This one being played at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Michigan, a big 16.5-point favorite, total of 51.5 in this one after the Wolverines pulled the very impressive upset over Ohio State last week.
Yeah, this is not only like the least consequential game on the slate, but it's probably the least interesting as well. Michigan is a big favorite. It's kind of stayed that way. There's really not been much market movement here. Purdue's not really playing for anything. Maybe the ReliQuist Bowl or the Quick Lane Bowl or whatever they'll make after this.
Well, they're playing for a Big Ten championship, but you know.
Okay, yeah, all right, you're right. I'm completely dismissing that. But that's
they're a 17-point dog though. So,
but that's because in my head, I think Michigan wins this one pretty handily. This game is inconsequential for Michigan. Besides taking home a second consecutive Big Ten title, which hurts my heart to see, but that's okay. Win or lose, they're going to be in the playoff. I really do see that just because they have that win over Ohio State to be like, okay, well, whatever. We'll throw the Big Ten game out. I don't think that's going to happen. Purdue's implied for 17.5 team points. It's going to take a lot more than that to beat Michigan. I don't even know if they'll get to 17.5, to be honest. I'm happy because Purdue's here. That's great. I'm really excited about it because I got a plus 700 on them preseason, which is fun. But other than that, it's just I think Michigan just walks all over them. Purdue's pretty good defensively. Offensively, they're bad. Outside the top 100 in rush EPA, that's not going to get done against Michigan. The only reason Ohio State was competitive in that first half against Michigan was because they could run the ball and stop Michigan's run. I don't believe Purdue can replicate that. I think it's going to look more like the second half against Ohio State. And Michigan is the best offense Purdue's faced by miles. If you go back and look, like statistically, Penn State, pretty decent offense, inconsistent at times, but they lost to Penn State at home. And then Florida Atlantic, I believe, is like the next statistically best offense that they've played all season. Don't love that. So the fact that Michigan's coming out here with an explosive offense that we've seen, they may not even have to play Blake Corum. They could just wait him another few weeks ahead of the semifinal game that they're inevitably going to play. So maybe Michigan takes Purdue too lightly and they cover this. 16.5 points. I don't like either side here. And I know that's not what people want to hear, but we did need to talk about it. This inconsequential game, and also I want to feel better about picking Purdue 7-1 in the preseason.
Yeah, hey, Purdue's done their job. They've cashed the ticket for you. So
I think Iowa cashed the ticket for me more so by dropping a game that they absolutely should not have. But here we are anyway. Yeah, at least to end on a dud because we have the least consequential, probably the least interesting game of the slate here happening in Indianapolis.